Delegate Guzman, HJ136.
Thank you, Madam Speaker and members of the committee. House HJ136 resolution, it refers to global warming caused by human activity that has resulted in climate and ecological emergency. This resolution would recognize that global warming is caused by human activity that increases emissions of greenhouse gases. It would also declare that there is a current climate and ecological emergency facing Virginia and in the planet. 2015, 2016, and 2017 and 2018 were the 4 hottest years on record, and the 20 warmest years on record have occurred in the past 22 years. This resolution will help Virginia be at the start implementing policy that will help to protect Virginia from further future effects on climate change. This is what Virginia wants, Madam Speaker. The Yale program on climate change conducted a poll, and roughly 60% of Virginians believe that their elected officials could do more to stop climate change. 70% of Virginia residents want the environment to be protected, even if it comes at the cost of lost jobs or diminished economic growth. 86% are in favor of more research into renewable energy in the future, and Virginians want to see their state government match the public support for environmental policies. Unfortunately, Madam Speaker, climate change affects frontline communities, indigenous communities, communities of color, and low-income communities, and endangered populations made especially vulnerable by existing exposure to extreme weather events such as children, the elderly, and individuals with pre-existing disabilities and health conditions. Declaring a climate and ecological emergency in Virginia could help to give constituents what they want, Madam Speaker, and Virginia will be leading this effort by becoming the first state in the nation to declare a climate emergency. I have individuals that have traveled across the state in support of this resolution, but only one of them will speak. Thank you so much for coming. I'm so sorry, but I know that we are
Limited time.
And I want to be respectful. And please, thank you so much.
Thank you, Delegate Guzman. Welcome.
Hello. Good afternoon. My name is Saunders Ruffin, and I am here on behalf of the Climate Mobilization. Madam Speaker, members of the committee, someone told me one time that when Virginia leads, the country follows. Now, as Delegate Guzman alluded to, Virginia is uniquely poised to be the first state government in this great United States to declare a climate and ecological emergency. But it's not just about being the first state to acknowledge what the global scientific community has been telling us for years. This is about speaking truth to the people of Tidewater, to the people of the Eastern Shore whose communities are being swallowed by rising sea levels. This is about speaking truth to the farmers of Central and Southwest Virginia whose livelihoods depend upon favorable climate conditions. This is about speaking truth to the millions of students who have taken to the streets across the globe, whose futures depend upon how you decide to use your power and privilege of elected office. So, Madam Speaker, members of the committee, now is the time for courageous clarity in calling it what this is, a climate and ecological emergency, and a commitment to act like our house is on fire. Thank you.
Thank you.
Madam Chair and members of the committee, my name is Kaylin. I'm with the Virginia League of Conservation Voters, and in the interest of time, I will just let you know that we are supportive of this.
Thank you. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Is there, I think actually, I'm so sorry.
Oh, sorry.
We really don't have the time for everybody. We appreciate you all coming here and appreciate the urgency and your being here in support of Delegate Guzman's resolution. Okay, is there a motion? Is there any, yeah. Is there a motion for this? Okay, move to report. Is there a second? Oh, well, okay, so which bills do we need? Who else would like to pull a bill out of the block? We have HJ 147, actually, was passed by for the day at the request of the patron. And we have HJR, there was a request, 91, HJR 91, to remove from the block. Are there any others before we vote?
Madam Chair.
Yes, Delegate Gilbert.
HJ136 be removed from the block as well.
Okay, there's been a request for HJ 136 and HJR 91 to remove from the block.
So it's just.
Is there a motion for the other three? There are. Okay, we will now be voting on HJ 90, HJ 144 on the board. That's by for the day. Okay, you will now vote on HJ 90 and HJ 144. Is there a motion and a second? You can now vote on the electronic voting board. The clerk will close the roll. Ayes 18, nays 0, HJ 90 passes.
And that's for the block, ma'am.
That actually also was for HJ 144. Didn't indicate on the board, but it was done in a block. Next, we will need a motion for HJR 91.
So moved.
And is there, all those in favor, vote on the electronic voting board on HJ 91. The clerk will close the roll. Ayes 15, nays 3, abstentions 0. HJ 91 passes. I believe next up is HJ 136. Is there a motion?
So moved.
And a second. All those in favor will vote on HJ 136 on your electronic voting board. The clerk shall close the roll. Ayes 13, nays 5, abstention 0. HJ 136 passes.